Assalamu alaikum. The Quran in Arabic is glorious because of the masterful use of Arabic language. We can only get the true message if we are familiar with Arabic language. Let us start today's lesson. Today, inshallah, we will study ayat 113 to 121 of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
وقالت اليهود ليست النصارى على شيء وقالت النصارى ليست اليهود على شيء وهم يتلون الكتاب كذلك قال الذين لا يعلمون مثل قولهم فالله يحكم بينهم يوم القيامة فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون.
And the Jews said, the Christians do not stand on anything. And the Christians said, the Jews do not stand on anything, although they recite the book. Like this said those who do not know, similar to their saying. So Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection in what they were differing. So before they were both going to Jannah and leaving the Muslims away. Now they are saying that the Jews says that the lesta, and this is not on anything, like they are not on the right standing. And the same says the Nasara means Christians. The Yahud are not on anything. Wahum yatluna, they read or recite the book. Similarly, ka is a similarly preposition. He said those, Kala said those who do not know. Ya'lamu, la ya'lamu, they do not know anything. Ya'lamu, they know. Misla qawlihim, similar to what they said. Allah, inshallah, will decide between them, bainahum, yawm al-qiyamati, on the day of resurrection, fima kanu fi yakhtalifun, form 8, and in this is that what they were differing between them. Laysa is a particle like kana. It is called sister of kana. Laysa means is not. So they are not, they are saying to each other, they are not on any standing. The predicate laysa normally contains the preposition be. So that's why the predicate of laysa is genitive. But it can also come without the preposition be, and in this case the predicate khabar laysa will be accusative case. Further details has been given, and a lot of details about the kana and its sisters are given. There are 13 Arabic verbs which are kana and its sisters. All the details are here. If you feel like read it, it's a nice information. Just summarize the characteristics of kana and sister. They change the meaning of the sentence. When they enter the nominal sentence, they add to the sentence a new meaning as continuity, negating, or becoming something. To change the name of the subject, al-mubtada to call noun ismu kana or one of its sisters, and the predicate changed to predicate kana, khabar kana, or one of its sisters. They changed the declension of the predicate khabar from nominative to accusative case. Yatluna is weak naqis. You can see the details. This is only the structural changes comes when there are weak verbs used. Yakhtalifun, this is the third person masculine form 8 imperfect verb. Means that in the case they were differing, and in form 8 it refers to make oneself do something with some effort. So they were doing a lot of efforts in differentiating the things between themselves. Ayat 114.
ومن أظلم ممن منع مساجد الله أن يذكر فيها اسمه وسعى في خرابها أولئك ما كان لهم أن يدخلوها إلا خائفين لهم في الدنيا خزي ولهم في الآخرة عذاب عظيم.
And who is more unjust than one who prevents masajid of Allah from remembering His name, Allah's name, and striving for ruining them, those it is not fit for them to enter them except being fearful. For them in this world is disgrace, and they will have in the hereafter a great punishment. So whoever will stop people from remembering Allah in the masjid, this is what they will get the punishment. Aman Azlamu is the superlative degree noun. So who is more unjust? It goes into the superlative degree. Mana, they prevent masajid Allah, Zaskuru, His remembrance, His name, Ismahu. Wasa fi kharabiya, it's not fit for them, and they should, when they enter yadkhuluha, they enter these masajid, they should be fearing from Allah. Lahum fi dunya, they will have a bad disgrace during this world, khizyun, and walahum fi akhirati, and in the akhirah Azabun Azim, they are great punishment. Azim is the adjective of Azabun, and it is a noun of intensity also. Azlam, this is the superlative noun, and in the superlative nouns are on the pattern of afalu. So whenever there is a noun on the pattern of afalu, it is a superlative degree. The details of comparative and superlative degree are given over here. So if you get the chance, study it. Azim is noun of intensity, and it is normal when ya is added between the second and the third radical, the noun becomes noun of intensity. Details about adjective and the noun of intensity has been given. Over here it is on the pattern of fa'ilun, and these are special noun, intensity of action and repeated actions are there in it. Ayat 115.
ولله المشرق والمغرب فأينما تولوا فثم وجه الله إن الله واسع عليم.
And to Allah belongs the east and the west. So wherever you turn, there is face of Allah. Indeed, Allah is all encompassing and knowing. Wherever you turn your face, Allah is there. So in this ayat, Allah is trying to tell us that He knows everything what we are doing. Walillahi al-mashriq wal maghrib, east and west, Allah is there. Aynama, wherever you turn, tawallu, form 2, it is that you turn your face. Sama is adverb of place. Wherever you turn wajhu, your face, you will find Allah. Inna Allah wasi'un alim, and He is all surrounding the things and knowing everything. Aynama is a condition inducive noun. It's called it shart. Tawallahu, this is form 2, and in form 2 it is causative and intensive. Ayat 116.
وقالوا اتخذ الله ولدا سبحانه بل له ما في السماوات والأرض كل له قانتون.
And they said, Allah, he took a son. Glory be to him. Nay, to him belongs whatever is in the skies and the earth, all devotedly obedient to him. Ittakhadha, this is form 8, and over here they are putting a blame on Allah that he took a son. And subhanahu, we will discuss a little bit. It is the special word. Bal is nay, he belongs all what is ever is in samawat, skies and the earth, it belongs to Allah, and they are qanitun, they are devotedly obedient to him. Ittakhadha, this is form 8, perfect verb, and in form 8 it refers to make oneself do something with some effort. Subhanahu, this is the absolute object, which we call it maf'ulun mutlaq, and the details have been given. It is basically a verbal noun, masdar of the verb occurring in the sentence used along with the verb for the sake of emphasis. It is accusative. It has 4 uses, and the uses are here. Over here, the verb sabbihu is dropped, and it is in place of the verb nusabbihu, emphasizing that glory be to Allah. Ayat 117.
بديع السماوات والأرض وإذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون.
Originator of the skies and the earth, when he decrees a matter, he only say to it be, and it is. So he just need to say kun and everything happens. Badiu, this is the originator. Khalaqa is something which you create from the existing things. Badi is from the start. It's the original. Nothing was there before, and Allah has originated the skies and the earth. Samawat and skies and earth is earth. And innama is emphatic particle as well, and it says only, the meaning of innama is only. So he has to say only yakulu, he has to say kun, and it happens for yakun. Kun is the imperative verb of weak ajwaf, a nice way of constructing it. We will just discuss it a little bit. Weak ajwaf, as it is 3-letter verb, the letter of mudare, it gets a fatha, and instead of first radical, the second radical takes the sukun, so it becomes yakunu, and second person is takunu. Ta is the sign of second person. And when we have to make the imperative verb fi'l amr, then the initial ta is omitted, and then on the last letter noon, the sukun is put. And when we do this, the word becomes kun. So there is a sukun on noon as well as waw. In order to remove this, which we call it taqai sakinain, waw, which is a weak letter, is dropped, and then so we get kun. So it's a nice way of making a small word kun, and Allah has to say only kun, and it becomes whatever he wishes. Ayat 118.
وقال الذين لا يعلمون لولا يكلمنا الله أو تأتينا آية كذلك قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم تشابهت قلوبهم قد بينا الآيات لقوم يوقنون.
Those who do not know said, why Allah do not speak to us, or there come to us a sign. Like this said those before them, similar to their saying, their hearts are alike. Indeed, we have made clear the signs for the people believing firmly. Waqala, they said, La ya'lamuna, those people who do not know. Laula is a sort of a warning type, that why yukallimuna, why Allah don't speak to us, na is for us, and it is form 2, and the reasoning and the intensity is there. Or tatina, or brings for any signs, ayata, sign, tatina, to us the signs. Kazalika, ka is the similarity preposition. Similarly said, kala, the people before them, qablihim, misla, the same saying. Qawli is verbal noun. Tashawat, form 6, and their qulub, their hearts are similar. Qad bayyana, this qad is the certainty particle, and say Allah Ta'ala is saying, certainly those people who firmly believe, they believe in the clear, the bayyana is the clear signs, and those people who are believing firmly, they know these signs. Laula, this is the exhortation style and the warning style. Over here it is being used in the warning style. A lot of details have been given over here. Read it, it's quite informative information. Yukallimuna, the third person singular imperfect verb, form 2, and in form 2, and bayyana, and this is third person singular perfect verb. In both the cases, it is it has been bayyana is making it clear, and yukallimuna, or speak to us. Form 2 is causative or intensive and makes stronger or more intense the meaning. Tashabat, this is third person feminine singular. Form 6. Form 6 is formed by prefixing ta to form 3, and in form 3 the first alif comes after the first radical, and then the ta is added before the first radical, then it becomes form 6. Form 6 is basically reciprocation, pure mutuality, and that is that they have similarity in or they have mutual similar like hearts. Yuqinun, it is form 4, and over here Allah Ta'ala is saying that He has made, they understand, those people who firmly believe, they understand these clear signs. And form 4 is a personal action. Ayat 119.
إنا أرسلناك بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا ولا تسأل عن أصحاب الجحيم.
Indeed, we have sent you with the truth as a conveyor of good tidings and a warner, and you will not be asked about the inmates of the hellfire. Inna is the word of emphasis, and Allah Ta'ala is saying, indeed, we have sent you, arsalnaka, we have sent you with the truth, bil haqqi, bashiram, the good tidings, and naziram, the warner, conveyor of good tidings and a warner. And la tusalu, you will not be questioned about ashab al-jahim, the inmates of the hellfire. Ayat 120.
ولن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم قل إن هدى الله هو الهدى ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم بعد الذي جاءك من العلم ما لك من الله من ولي ولا نصير.
And they will never be happy about you, the Jews nor the Christians, unless you follow their religion. You say the guidance of Allah is the guidance. And indeed, if you follow their desires after what has come to you of knowledge, so there will be no guardian or helper to protect you from Allah. Clear warning. And it's about you means even us, Muslims. Never be happy. Lan over here is used, and in this case, when you use lan, this means never ever this will happen. They will be happy with you, the Yahud and the Nasara, the Jews and the Christians, until hatta tattabi' millatum, you enter their millat, that you follow their religion. And you say, indeed, the word of emphasis, inna hudallahi wal huda, the guidance is the guidance of Allah. And if you follow, in over here is the conditional particle form 8, ittabata. If you follow them, then what has come down to you, bada, after you have come across the knowledge given by the Allah, ma laka min Allahi wali masir. And this is the warning, you will not find any guardian or any helper, nasir, waliyun, guardian to protect you from Allah. Over here, the word to protect is mazuf. Lam and lan, these are the two negative particles which normally comes after the imperfect verb, fi'l mudari, and it brings about changes in it. Lan changes the meaning to future tense only, although imperfect verb is for present and future tense, and this means that is never ever going to happen, and it changes the imperfect verb from subjunctive mood, mansub. Tattabiya and ittabata, these are form 8. This is the imperfect verb, and this has become subjunctive mood because of the word lan. And the form 8, it refers to oneself, do something with some effort. Laka, this is actually having a fatha, although this word is genitive masculine, and this is the pronoun. And these pronouns are basically indeclinable nouns. They do not decline whatever they have, and they remains the same. So instead of having the kasra, it is still having the. With regard to declinable noun, we say it is marfu, mansub or majroor, as the case may be. But with regard to indeclinable nouns, because they are called mabni, we say it female jarrin. That means it is in place of the marfu, rafa, nasb or majroor. Ayat 121.
الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون.
Those to whom we have given the book, they read it as ought to be read. They believe in it, and whoever disbelieves in it, then those are the losers. Atainam, we have given kitab, book, and yatlunahu, it's reading, not recitation. We basically do recitation. Reading means you understand what is there, and Allah Ta'ala is saying, it's a very big message inside it, that those who do not read it as ought to be read, they do not belong to Him. they are not really belong to him, and this book is not for them. And they who do not believe in it, whoever disbelieves in it, then read over here means you read it with understanding. It's not recitation. It's to be as ought to be read. God expects the Muslim that they should understand what is in the book and they follow it. They believe in it, and whoever disbelieves in it, those are the losers. So whoever do not believe in the book, they are the losers. So we should try that we understand what is there in the book, and this is what I'm trying my best, that the people should start understanding the words Atainahum kitaba, what we have given you, the book, yatluna, you read, haqqa, as it is ought to be read. You do it, that why the reason why Allah has sent this book, you follow that. Ulaika yu'minuna bihi, and those who believe in it, they should read it like it's ought to be read. And those who do kufr, disbelieve in it, then they are the people who are the losers. Khasirun. Alhamdulillah, we finished our lesson today. The PDF file link is there in the description. Click on it. It will generate a request for access. Click on the request, then the message will come to me, and then I will give you the permission. The PDF file is very important. It has got a lot of information. Please read to really understand the language.